News, Don and Dave.
This is my state, this is my team. You know what that means. This is for the black and blue that I bleed. This is for the chance to bring home that ring. But everybody gonna doubt this. So far there ain't been another way around it. We bring heat to the game each week. They just say we ain't got what it takes, we ain't bout it. Well, y'all can just keep saying that we ain't gon' make it, but at the end of the day, this'll be the Panthers nation. You know, this ain't a game to us major players at every angle that you could think of. That's why you hate us. Get out the way of greatness. You can look at our faces and see the blood, sweat, and tears that it took to create this. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but you can save it. Cause even on the darkest of days, you know we're always gonna find a way to tell them what we gon' do, we gotta.
Yo, Dave, what's poppin', broski?
What's up, man?
Yo, it's a lot going on, fam. It's a lot going on, my G. So what's good?
No.
Let's go ahead and kick it how we normally kick it. How was your weekend, bro?
Pretty good, man. I took Friday off, so I extended it to a 3-day weekend. I went to another Smash tournament and got destroyed. But overall, I had a pretty good weekend. I can't complain, you know.
Yeah, it was a great weekend. I took in a lot of basketball. I'm not gonna talk about Duke UNC. It was a great game. I'm a fan of the game. Okay, it was a great game, Duke UNC. I'm not gonna come up here and be like, yeah, Duke smash. I mean, it was a great game. Welcome back, Zion. We almost healthy. We almost 100%. But it was a great game. Shout out to UNC fans. A lot of UNC fans. Y'all took us out twice. We got Zion back. It's all good. It's all love with the UNC fans. Y'all not gonna hear me throw it in y'all face. So it's all good. It's all love here. Relax, everybody, relax. But go Duke though. But yo, so
it's Tom Bodette time, man. Knife Wonder transforms into Tom Bodette.
Yeah, hey, yes, it's go time now, man. It's go time, man. It's go time. It's good times, man. But yo, speaking of that, Dave. That was a great segue by myself. We have a tournament challenge going on. We're using ESPN brackets. We have a bracket challenge. The link is in the survey. I mean, the link is in the description box. Go to the link. The password is chatcats. But just wanted to throw that out there. If you search on ESPN, Panther Nation podcast, and then type in chatcats password, y'all will be in here. Okay. So
all lowercase.
All lowercase, yes, all lowercase. But yeah, and also another segue into we need y'all to get interactive, okay? This is an interactive podcast, and we are gonna be talking about all the free agency moves done so far. I know free agency is not done yet. We still can make more moves, but we're gonna talk about the moves that have been made so far. So I need y'all to click that link in the description box for the survey and take the survey. Grade all the moves we made, and we're going to go over the results live on air, okay? So I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes. We're going to talk about some other stuff. Go take that survey, then come back. It take you like 2 minutes to get to it. And y'all get right in it. Dave, have you taken it yet? You haven't. I see you taking it right now, right?
I'm so black.
I know you.
Yo, it's been that kind of day.
Yo, Dave, that type
my morning started late. I didn't get into work till close to 9 a.m. and there was a crisis occurring on my way into work.
Yo, Dave, that type of dude, man. He procrastinator. Yo, he gonna wait till. Nah, Dave usually be on it. Though. Nah, he not that type.
I'm usually on it. Don't do that.
Dave, for real, Dave be on it for real. Let me not paint Dave with that brush. Yo, Dave whenever we plan trips, Dave be the first person to book. You know how most of us wait till the last minute to see who going. Nah, as soon as the idea come up, we post that joint. Dave, the first person to book it. So shout out to Dave for that though, because that is funny. But yo, definitely go ahead, go to that link, take it. It's gonna take you like a minute, and we're gonna go over the results live. and see how y'all feel about some of the moves that were made. All right. So the survey is in the description box. Is there in the description box, Dave? Right?
It is there in the description box on YouTube.
On YouTube.
I'm gonna take this and move it to the Facebook and put a post there as well.
Okay. Yeah. Just real quick, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of time to talk about. We're gonna jump. Wow, Blake Bortles to the Rams. That's crazy. Y'all be hitting us with the updates
I
live
saw
on
that
the
earlier
show.
today.
Okay, I'm not seeing nothing, man. Like this whole free agency has been such a blur. Like it's so much going on. It's like impossible to keep up. So I'm just trying to keep my head above water and rock with the Panthers and see what I can do. But yeah, man. Let me go ahead take your time, take that joint. And then I got a couple housekeeping notes to go over, and then we're gonna jump into the results. Okay, so y'all got like 2 minutes to go ahead and take that joint, and then we back. A couple housekeeping things though. Let's jump into it. Again, so it's coming down to the end of my raffle. If you haven't got your tickets or your entry, it's $10. You're supporting Kilgoris Project, which is my mission trip to Kenya in July. So all proceeds go to that to help support that, and you're gonna win this beautiful signed Cam Newton helmet. It's full size. I would put it on, but I'm not. Full size helmet, $10 per raffle ticket, and I'm pulling the last weekend. So I think it'll be probably the first weekend of April. I'm gonna pull it. So first weekend in April. That's how you can enter. Hit me up. It's in the description box. All that good stuff. So you got like a couple more weeks. If you want to enter, I appreciate all that, John. All right. And then I just mentioned the bracket challenge. So if you want to get in our joint, I don't know if I'm gonna do a prize. I might. I don't know. You never know sometimes. You never know how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'm gonna give some away. Sometimes I might not. You never know. All right. But to join, there's another link in the description box. Click that joint. Join us. We're gonna have some fun. I forgot who won that joint last year. I don't remember who won the bracket challenge last year, but I know mine was trash. Virginia killed my joint last year. Won't be making that mistake again.
I don't trust him, man.
Won't be making that mistake again.
I'm shocked that AACC got 3 1s. Too,
I'm not. They the best 3 teams in the country. Just bottom line. It's facts. It's how it is. There's nobody else that deserve to be there, yo. We balling right now. But yeah, y'all join that joint. And I believe, so it's time. It's time, people. You still got time to take it. If you haven't taken the joint, you still got a little bit of time. But free agency is still going right now. I know free agency is not over. But we're gonna go ahead and talk about the moves that have been made from top to bottom so far. So we going all the way back to January, and we coming all the way to the present. We're gonna talk about every move. So let's just get right into it, Dave. You rock with me. You give me. I don't even think you've seen this yet, so you just give me all your candid Jones. You kind of just went through it it's the same thing that you just took the survey. We're just gonna talk about it live on there. All right. The survey's in the description box. There's the Survey Planet link in the description box. But we about to go over it right now anyway. So, all right, let's rock. So Dave F.A. Obata, he was signed to a 1-year deal. It was contract through 2019. How do you feel about this F.A. Obata deal? What do you think he fits in the rotation next year, or is he a starter? What's your thoughts?
Right now, he's probably a starter.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Dave? You saying like
it's a bad thing because typically we pay more for the defensive line. I'm not mad at the signing because I understand why he's there. They've worked to develop him. They're playing in London next year, so I get the signing. They didn't have to spend that much, so I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it. I'm worried that he might be the starter, though. But I'm cool with the signing because I think he's got potential. Yeah. I like F.A., man. Yeah, I really do.
Yeah, I like F.A. too. He flashed in the game. He had 2 sacks in the game. He almost pulled the what's your boy number 91? I can't remember, for a couple years ago. Y'all always remind me, but we thought he was gonna be him, but he's a little bit better. Okay, a little bit better than your boy. And he flashed. But my thing is this, man. We got short-term commitments to these dudes. Like, it's a 1-year deal. Like, if you think he's good enough to start or be a good player, then like, why not invest more years? And that's why I gave this a B. Like, invest more years into the guy. Like, if you think he's that good, he signed he was a restricted free agent, but invest in him. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Delaire. There you go. Slightly better Ryan Delaire. Thanks, Marcus. That's what I was thinking about. I think he's better than Delaire. But you know, I don't think Obata's a camp. If Obata's a camp body, then we are in serious trouble. Serious trouble. Body. If he's a camp body, we are in serious trouble. Like, he's really bad. Roster. Really bad. But I personally gave this a B. I gave this a B, and I think a lot of people agree with me.
I gave him an A. I gave him the London boost, man.
So the majority, 58% of y'all gave it a B, 31% gave it an A, and 10% gave it a C. All right. So that's where we are with that. I gave it a solid B. I would have liked a longer term commitment there. Especially, we'll talk about that a little bit later as to why. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that, because I think y'all saying he's a warm body, but then when you see what I'm gonna show y'all later, y'all gonna see why I gave it a B and not an A. If we would have committed some more years, I would have gave it a higher grade, but I gave it a B, just because it was a 1-year deal. All right, so moving on. Anything else on the bottom? I'm gonna get through these kind of quick, not quick, but we can spend a little bit of time, not too much. All right, moving on. Eric Reed. So we all know Eric Reed was signed to a long-term 3-year deal. He's under contract through 2021. So I think we all think this is an A. I'm pretty sure everybody gave this an A. Oh no. So Dave, I don't know who gave it a B, but 79% of us gave it an A. I included myself. I gave it an A, and 20% gave it a B, which is very interesting. I want to hear from the Bs. Like, why y'all give it a B?
Yo, I knew Marcus gave him a B.
Like, what? Yeah, why you give him a B?
I knew it. Like, I just knew it.
I'm curious. I'm curious to why y'all gave it a B. Because I gave it an A. Like, I think this is something we've neglected for so long.
Is overrated. He thinks Reed's overrated, but it's a good sign compared to the crazy money that's out there.
Yeah, facts. Definitely got him in that deserves an A in itself for the contract that we got him for compared to the other safeties out there. It's definitely a really good contract. So I'm definitely on board with the Eric Reed signing. You got any more thoughts on that, Dave?
I'm absolutely fine with the Eric Reed signing. I thought we got him for a bargain considering how good he is. Even if we got last year's Eric Reed, I'm absolutely cool with it considering how much we paid. If we get all pro Eric Reed, it's a bonus. Bargain.
Like, a steal. That's a great way to put it. If we get last year's Eric Reed and that's his floor, like, then we in good shape. Like, and he came in like what? Not mid-season, but he came in. Yeah, he came in during the season. So he didn't have an off season with us. He didn't have time to integrate with the defense. I think he's going to be used a little bit better in the box this year. So I think this is a great signing. Great signing. I think he's gonna have a great year next year. A great year next year. All right. So let's move on. Dave, anything else? You good? You good on Eric Reed?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good on this Eric Reed signing. I freaking loved it, man.
I loved it too. A for me.
I'm starting to warm up to Hurney 2.0. He's making the correct moves.
All right, so moving on, we got Damian Parms. Damian Parms was signed a 1-year deal. He's through next year, through the end of 2019 season. Nothing here. I gave it a C. He's a warm body. Now this is a warm body, if anything. I think he started last year on injured reserve and then never got a chance to really do anything. He's never started with us, although he's been with us for a while. Camp body. I gave it a C for sure. And I think a lot of people agree with me, Dave. 72% gave it a C. One person gave it an A, which I'm interested to see that one person that gave it an A.
Oh, it definitely wasn't me. All
right, yeah.
Somebody. I don't see A's in here.
The 3 people gave it a B. And majority.
I might have been one of the 3 to give it a B. I don't remember.
Majority. I
just know.
Somebody said Parmesan cheese. Yo, totally stupid. All right, you Yo, you got anything else on Damian Parms? We don't got to spend too much here.
I'm not spending much time on Damian Parms.
All right, shout out to Parms, yo. Parmesan. All right, then we proceeded to let go of Captain Munnerlyn, leaving us $3 million in dead money, and saving us $2 million in the cap. Dave, what's your thoughts on us letting go of Captain Munnerlyn?
I'm fine with it. We drafted him. He didn't work out then. We brought him back.
He ain't work
out
He
then.
ain't work out then either, huh? Yo, that's funny.
I'm cool with it. I gave this an A.
Yeah, I gave it an A too. I think I didn't like his attitude. He came in and felt real entitled last year. He did much better this year, but last year he had a little entitlement complex. And with so
he got paid, man.
With
the Vikings made a mistake.
With so many young, impressionable minds on the roster, with Gaulden and Jackson, I don't want that energy around our young boys. Okay, so
now, granted, considering where Captain was drafted, he's had a pretty good NFL career.
Oh yeah, I think it's a 6th-round pick. So yeah, no, I think
I think it was 7.
6 or 7. Okay, I could be 7. I think it was 7. But yeah, I think for what he was drafted, I think he had a good career. But it's time. It's time to get younger. I think this is part of the youth movement. So I have no problem with us moving on and save us a little bit of cap. I think so 80% of us gave it an A, 13% gave it a B, and 2% gave it a C. I'm interested to see those people that gave it a C.
Because they think he was great.
No, he wasn't great. He wasn't great. All right, so that's Cap. We let him go. No Cap. He's out of here. And I like the move. Let's get younger. We're getting younger. All right. He's no Panther legend, so all disrespect is intended. Okay. Whenever y'all feel like you're feeling froggy with the disrespect, go ahead, yo. Y'all can disrespect Cap. He's fair game. All right. Moving on. We then decided to go ahead and sign Elijah Hood to a 1-year deal. He was a restricted free agent. We got him back. Dave, what's your thoughts on Elijah Hood? So I'm going in chronological order here. So going in chronological order with the signings and releases.
I think Elijah, I think it was a signing that had to happen, right?
Yeah.
You only had one running back on the roster, so this was a signing that had to happen. I know folks want us to draft one, but the reality is I don't know if that's going to happen, and we haven't picked up another running back yet.
No, we haven't.
This is something that had to happen. So I'm fine with the signing. So I gave it a B.
Yeah, the only problem with that theory, Dave, is he's coming off a pretty good injury. So you got a running back coming off an injury. He probably, I don't know if he would have made the roster last year, but he definitely did have a good preseason. But he's coming off injury. I gave it a B, I believe, and I gave it a B. It's kind of split between it's 44% of us gave it a B, 37% gave it a C, and you got 13% gave it an A, and 1 person gave it a D. So I like the signing. I'm just a little concerned with him coming off injury. That wasn't pretty. So outside of him, that's it. We ain't got nobody.
Yeah, Slim. He's not a warm body because he can't be.
Yeah, I mean he is a warm body theoretically, but right now he's the only other guy we have on the roster.
Because our running back Christian McCaffrey is going to freaking hold the ball the majority of the time, get all the carries.
Yeah.
But from a fantasy perspective, if we don't sign somebody else, I'm loving this for Christian McCaffrey.
No, I think we drafting this. I think we drafting the running back here. We almost have to at this point. Or unless we decide to bring somebody in after the draft, that's a possibility too.
Yeah, it is.
After the draft shakes out, we don't get anybody we want. You come back and pick up somebody on the cheap. There's LeGarrette Blount is still out there. There's a couple guys still out there for the running backs. They ain't getting paid much, so you can pretty much get anybody you want at this point for the low. All right, anything else on Elijah Hood?
I'm good on the hood, man. I'm good on the hood.
All right, then we proceeded to
sign. He should have wore a hood when he signed, too. I'm kind of disappointed at that.
Then we proceeded to sign.
He had a beanie on. I mean, he could have got the hood on, man.
Yeah, stupid. So we signed Jared Norris, special teams guy. He got a 2-year deal, so we're getting a little bit longer with the deals here. 2-year deal for Jared Norris. What's your thoughts, Dave?
Special teams. I'm cool with it. I mean, it's a B. I think he's one of the best special teams players that we got. So I'm cool with it. And I don't know if Jared Norris was in the poll.
I'm just looking at that. He wasn't. I left him off. My bad.
Yeah, but it's all right.
My bad. I left him
Y'all
off.
can give the grades out in the chat. There's no big deal. Folks are giving it a B.
I gave it a B. I'll give it a B. It's a solid 2-year deal. Gives us some special teams guy. I'm okay with that. It's for the low.
Yeah.
It's for the low. I'm not worried about it.
I don't want him starting. You know what I'm saying? That's not the move I want.
Nah, for sure. Nah.
But, for special teams, I can rock with it.
Yeah, I like it too. 2-year deal. I'm rolling. All right, moving on. Brian Cox Jr., another edge or defensive end guy that we brought back on a restricted free agency deal. What's your thoughts on Brian Cox, Dave?
Or is he starting?
I don't know who's starting, Dave. Their guess is good than mine.
We'll have a discussion probably after we go over these players, but I'm cool with the signing. I think he showed sparks too. I probably gave this one more of in the C range.
I think I left him off too.
There either.
Yeah, I think I left him off.
Was he in here?
No, I left him off.
Yeah, I'll probably give this one a C too.
Yeah, I give this a C for sure. This is a C again. Another short-term deal. That we, it's no commitment to the edge right now, and I don't like it one bit. But even if there was, I think
no, wait. It says a lot that there's no commitment to the edge.
What does it say, Dave? That we're gonna draft one or two?
We're gonna draft maybe two.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll get into it, but
we'll see. It ain't pretty, Dave. I'll give you the visual later, but it's not pretty. It's not pretty. I give this a C for. C for sure. No long-term commitment there.
Just remember the prediction I made in the previous episode.
What was that?
That I don't think we're going to draft more than one offensive player in this draft. And every move that I'm seeing so far is showing that.
Yeah. What position? Tackle?
Oh, we're going heavy on edge, bro.
No, I know what position for offense.
I could see us go offensive lineman. I could see us go wild if somebody drops, maybe in a skill position like a running back or a wide receiver. But other than that, I don't see us going crazy in the draft for offensive players. I'm just based on what I'm seeing, I don't see it. Especially since we're talking about going hybrid with our leadership scheme. I don't see it, man. I think I know Hurney and Gettleman as well always would say BPA. This might not be one of them.
This is definitely not BPA. This is best edge available. That's what this draft is shaping up to be, and this is what scares me. We'll talk about that. We'll get into that, but we're definitely not going BPA for sure this year. I think we're gonna end up taking the best tackle or the best edge available for sure. That we got a gaping hole. Like I'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later, but I'm not happy about it. All right, moving on. Torrey Smith. Dave, we picked up the option on Torrey Smith. What are your thoughts? Huh? What are your thoughts on this?
That's a D, man. But then again, this once again shows that we're not gonna draft offensive people like that. So we're trying to keep as many of the pieces that we can on the offensive side of the ball and try to fix the line in free agency. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I give this a C. I've been against this since day one. With the amount of receiver talent in the draft, you're gonna get somebody. And I get it. I get the veteran presence, and it's a nice deal. I get all that. But when you looking at what we looking at in pass rush, I just thought that money could be appropriated somewhere else, and I don't like it. But it is what it is at this point. We'll see what else Hurney 2.0 has in store. So far, so good. All right. So that being said, you got anything else on Torrey?
Nah, I'm good on Torrey.
Yeah,
man.
I'm real good on Torrey. I'm good. All right.
I know why he's there. Doesn't mean I agree with it. And by the way, guys, we got 66 people watching right now. I need y'all to hit that like button.
Oh yeah, we need some likes. We need to like the analytics.
We got 13 likes. I need y'all to up the ante just a tad.
Yep. All right. So we got Colin Jones, Pat Coltrane's favorite. He got a 2-year deal. And you know this. What do you think about this deal, Dave? 2-year deal. Another solid special teams guy. The captain. Put some respect. Put some respect on his name, Dave. He was the special teams captain. Don't get it twisted, dog.
Oh, yo, these grades are all over the place. This is like we're seeing like an average middle school class right now with all these grades. Yo, I'm seeing A's, D's, B's, C's, F's. I'm cool with it. I think I gave it a D. I question if he needed that much money, but I'm cool.
He only got $1 million per year, Dave.
1.3 million
Dave,
per year.
That's chump change, bro.
I know.
For the captain, dude.
But
the special teams ace, the captain. Put some respect on his name, Dave. You're not gonna. Nah, I'm not gonna let you do this. I'm not gonna let you do this. I'm not gonna let you disrespect the special teams ace. You're not gonna do that, Dave. Nah.
So what? So all right. Special teams ace. Since you want to go there, how was our special teams? What was your ranked in the league?
Tell me you did not just say that.
Help me out, man.
Yo, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
But I don't look.
Listen, man. All I know is
I get why he's there. I'm fine with why he's there. All right. I got a better question.
Go ahead.
Do you think we're in the top half or the bottom half of the NFL when it comes to special teams?
I don't know, Dave. When it comes to what? Like, what are we saying? Like, yardage given up on return? Are we saying what are we ranking? I don't understand what we're ranking.
Well, I mean, like, I know they do these efficiency rankings for the teams. I know it's improved since Colin's gotten back there, but man, I don't think we're top half.
Yo, you disrespect. Nah, I'm not gonna let you do this, Dave. I'm not.
So what did you grade him? What did you give him?
I gave it a B.
You gave it a B?
Dude, Colin Jones is damn near Panther legend status, and y'all better put some respect on his name.
No, I mean, just listen, man. We got other shows. Shout out to Pat, who probably doesn't think he's the Panthers legend. But I'll tell you what.
Relax. I'm sending shots, B. I'm sending shots to all the haters.
You don't want him starting, yo.
I'm sending shots to the haters.
You don't want him starting at safety. Relax. I'm just saying, do you?
No, I don't.
You want gone
special teams captain, not defense captain. Special teams.
No, but look at the ad. It says veteran safety.
That's fake news. That's just to get you to.
No, but it didn't say.
That's just to get you to read. That's just to get you to read the title.
Well, they could have just said special team leader. They have to put the veteran safety part in it. Because you always got to remember there might be a moment where this guy might be there.
All right, relax. Yo, y'all tripping, man. Y'all need to stop disrespecting.
I'll up him to a C. You ain't getting no higher than a C from me, man.
All right, that's fair. All right, let's move on. Dave, we spent enough time on Colin Jones.
Well, you knew we were.
Is he the Chris? Larry, he is definitely the Chris Conti of the Panthers. Yes. Yes. Matter of fact, that is the best way to put it. He is the Chris Conti of the Carolina Panthers. Yes, he is. Matter of fact, great way to put it.
All I'm gonna say is this: I was nicer than some of the others. There was folks that dropped F-bombs on this dude, man.
All right, let's move on. All right, Taylor Heineken. Heineken is my name for him.
Heineken, man.
He's back after he got killed behind our terrible offensive line. He comes back. Dave, what are your thoughts on Heineken? At least we get to use the Heineken name again. Uh-oh. Dave froze up. Not again. Dave froze up. All right, anyway, I'm going to give it I think I gave it a C just because I'm not I'm not with the quarterback. I'm gonna add Dave back in a second. I'm not with the quarterback. I would have likened to got a veteran quarterback, a veteran backup, but I see that that's not gonna happen. Obviously, we got to go cheap. The cap space is not great. So we got to roll with what we got. So we got Heineken and we got Kyle Allen back. Dave, I got you.
Welcome. This service
I
is
got you, Dave.
provided
Hold on.
by freeconferencecall.com. There are 2 hosts and 1 participant in this conference.
Why'd you leave, Dave?
Please announce yourself.
Oh, there we go. Dave, turn your video back on. There we go. You back.
So it wasn't me.
No, it was the app. It crashed. Just stay in there, bro. Just stay in there next time.
All right. I didn't leave.
I know. Yo, Heineken, what you got, yo?
Yo, Heineke's cool, but you know what this means, man? No Gary Gilbert. We won't get the return from the Orlando Apollos legend.
Man, yo, let's relax with the Apollos. Yo, we lost this week. We caught our first fade, yo. Let's relax.
Yeah, let's not treat them like NBA teams, Rashad.
No, it's not time to jump yet. Yo, you ain't have to call me out like that, fam. You definitely did not have to call me out like that, my G. Yo, relax, yo. That's jacked up, dude. You air me out on in front of all these viewers, B.
No, but you loyal, man. You loyal to Carolina. You loyal to the Panthers.
I'm loyal to Duke and the Panthers. That's it.
Yeah, Duke and the Panthers. You are loyal to them.
So
but on a serious note, I'm cool with the signing. This tells me that I think they might be cool with going with 2 quarterbacks. Potentially, maybe they might go pick up a third somewhere.
We still got Kyle Allen, Dave.
Oh, so we're
cool.
This
shows the old gang back.
Yeah, this shows me that Cam's going to be ready for the beginning of the regular season.
Boy, I hope all that vegan is working out in that elbow up there.
I'm telling you,
shoulder or whatever.
Like, they're not going after another quarterback.
Yeah, they're not. That's what I was saying while we had disconnected for a second. I was just saying that I preferred a veteran backup, but with the moves we're making, obviously they think Cam is gonna be healthy, which is what it is. So everybody gave it a B.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
So
I gave it a B.
58% gave it a B, 31% gave it a C, 2 A's and 1 D. So it is what it is. We'll see what's up. And Dave, moving on. I don't think we don't got to get too much invested into Heineke. Matt Paradis. Matt Paradis. It's Paradis. I know, Dave. It's Paradis. I watched his card talk. I know how to pronounce his name. But Dave, we have a Ryan Khalil replacement. How do you feel about it?
I love this pickup. I think this is probably the best free agent. Other than getting Eric Reed for 3 years, this is probably the best signing we had. I love it. I think this is great. I'm hoping that he's healthy. We didn't really overpay for him, just in case. We didn't Khalil this one, as I would like to.
We didn't Khalil it. Oh, we got a new adjective here. I like that.
Yeah, we didn't Khalil this one. Marty Herney did not Khalil this signing, and it's a 3-year deal. I like what we did. I gave this an A. Cam's going to get protected. This says a lot about the draft.
It does. It does. So it takes us out of the Garrett Bradbury talk, most likely. But I did not give this an A, Dave. I gave it a B. And I have some slight concern. I'm still guarded, Dave. I'm guarded because of the injury.
I watched your emergency episode video.
I'm guarding myself from heartbreak. You're not going to catch me getting excited about this signing. This dude's not even 100% healthy at the moment. He's got to be ready for training camp. That center, the quarterback exchange has to be there, and they have to get together. Cam's got to be
ready too.
That's my point, Dave. They both got to be healthy. They both got to be ready to go. That connection needs to be made. The chemistry has to be there. I'm guarded on this one. I gave it a B. Has nothing to do with money. It's just I'm nervous about the injury. coming off the injury. We got him at a good deal. I'm just concerned about the injury. And it's not even what John Elway said. It has nothing to do with John Elway with him being concerned.
I'm not worried about John Elway.
It's not even that. It's just a player coming off injury, period. You always have to guard yourself. It has nothing to do with Elway. I read the Elway art. It has nothing to do with that. It's just he's coming off injury. That injury was serious, fam. Like we not talking about like a minor toe injury or something. Like this dude had a major injury, B. So let's I'm just slightly guarded, so I gave it a B. All right. Anything else, Dave?
I'm cool with it, man. Compared to what our last GM did, I'm absolutely fine with this signing. Now, this could fall flat on our face if he's not ready. And if John Elway is right,
that's my point.
The Jets were right for being scared.
That's why I'm guarded.
I'm rolling.
That's why I'm guarded. I mean, he passed the physical. I get that, but it still doesn't mean. I mean, he still has to be ready. And he has to remain healthy. Like it's not just about getting through the first quarter of the season. Like this dude's got to play all 16. You know what I'm saying? I get all that. I get the physical part. I'm cool with that. That's great. But I want him to stay healthy all 16. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. All right. So then we then proceeded to re-sign Darrell Williams to a 1-year deal. A lot of people like this move. I think 75% of us gave it an A, and 24% gave it an B. I gave this an A. I think because it shows commitment to the offensive line, to protecting Cam. You got some versatile guys up here, and I still don't think we're done. I think we've been visiting some guys, and I think we're still going to be looking at some guys in the draft. There's a real big commitment to the offensive line. I like it, Dave. What you got?
You got to protect Cam, right? What better way to protect Cam than putting a good offensive line in front of him? And then the receivers might actually look pretty good. It's a hunch.
Yeah, no, I like it, man. And again, it gives us some flexibility. You got Moten that can move over to left tackle. Darrell, if he's healthy, he's solid, man. If he's healthy, he's solid. You're looking at the O-line starting to come together a little bit, starting to look good. Probably can upgrade at the left guard position, but it's okay. It's looking good. Offensive line. I don't think we've had an offensive line look this good even on paper in a long time. Like even on paper, offensive line has been trash. Like it's starting to come together, and it looks good. I'm happy. I'm happy for it. All right. Anything else on this day?
No, I'm cool with it. I gave this an A. I'm wondering. I don't think Darrell would have signed more than a 1-year deal because he wants to get paid. Oh,
I mean, it worked. I think he said this in the article. It works out for both sides. 1-year deal. Let him prove himself, so he can go out and get paid next year. There's no way if he's healthy this year, plays all 16. There's no chance this man's gonna remain a Panther. He's playing for his contract, and I think he coming back here gives him the best opportunity for him to prove himself because he's in the system. He's comfortable. You taking $6 million. I think it's a $6 million deal. I think his cap hit's like $5 million. So I think it was smart. It was a smart move for him and a smart move for us because we get to see what we have in Moten at left tackle potentially. And I think it's great because we could fix that with something that needs to be fixed is the left tackle position. So we can actually see what we have for a full season if Darrell's able to stay healthy. So anything else?
Get tagged, man. I don't think that's out of the question.
You talking about the year after?
Mm-hmm.
Potentially. I doubt it. Well, anything could happen. It's a long year from now. Anything could happen. But all right, let's move on. I think everybody is. I think we've been waiting for this one for a long time, Dave. We've been waiting for this one for a long time, Dave. Get out of here, fam. We out of here.
Gotta get out of here, man.
Out of here, fam.
Out of here, yo.
Out of here, dog. Out of here. Out of here, cuz. I'm letting it ride, dog. I'm letting it ride. Let me chill before we get flagged, Dave.
Get out of here. Nah,
Outta
we
here,
might be
fam.
fine with that remix. We might be good. If you would have played the OG, they would have cut us off after 2 seconds.
Right. That's why I had to pull up the remix, fam. I had to pull up the remix. Let it rock. Dave, Matt Khalil is finally out of here. I thought it was, we asked, Dave, why did they wait so long? What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? And it seemed like simultaneously, as soon as we announced the Darrell Williams contract, Matt Khalil was out of here. And I think it was perfect. It was perfect, well played, because you wanted to make sure you got Darrell Williams on the contract before you let him ride. Well played by Hurney. I like it. What's good? What you got, Dave?
Out the paint. He's gone. He's out. He's finished. He's done. Gentlemen, you idiot. You ruined the Giants. You almost got to ruin us. He's gone. Peace. See ya. It's been real. We knew they wouldn't cut him while his brother was still here. He's retired. He's out. Gone.
Talk to him, Dave.
Out of here.
Talk to him, Dave.
Out of here, man. It's freaking garbage. I hated the sign up from the gate. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. You can look at all the episodes. I wasn't excited about it. I wasn't a fan of it. I hated it then. So I'm happy it's over.
Talk to him,
I'm
Dave.
happy it's over. No, I'm serious, man. Like, I'm thrilled that it's over. I would love Gettleman to sign him.
Yo, I will give Dave a lot of credit on this. He hated this signing from the jump. He was against it. I was a wait and see dude like I usually am. But Dave called this one from the rip. Thought it was a terrible signing. Shout out to Dave for that job.
My thing was this. He was a Pro Bowler his rookie year, right? Then he was trashed the rest of the way. And he got hurt. But he was trashed the rest of the way. And we paid him like that 1 year that he was a Pro Bowler. And then he didn't even get like an in-between. I would have preferred him to pay him like the trash the rest of the way. But I didn't even get an in-between. We just said, we're going to pay him like a Pro Bowler. I'm good. The one moment he shopped at Tiffany's, he overpaid for this guy. Got my quarterback killed every week.
Yeah. We had that cap space for just that year, and it blew it on this dude. Blew it. You know what? Sometimes you got to catch the fade here with the dead cap. It is what it is. I think we're gonna be fine on long term, but you can't just let this dude rot on the roster, man. I mean, it's just a waste of space. Get rid of him. We saved a little bit of cash, and we'll talk about where we stand right now. But it's got to move on, man.
To answer your question of who should we have signed, remember, man, the answer could have been on our roster. I think I would have rather roll with that at this point. I wasn't a fan of the signing.
Yeah.
Dude. And if you don't believe, listen, man, there aren't too many franchises I pity. But what Get Up is doing to the Giants right now is a travesty.
Yeah, it looks familiar, man. It looks familiar.
And he paid him. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
He paid OBJ. He paid him. He gave him his money, and he still traded him after a year. He was like, nah, go to Cleveland, guy.
All right,
Cleveland's like the fourth best chance to win the AFC now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. On paper, everything looks nice. We'll see what happens when the rubber hits the road, Dave. All right, moving on. We got out of here with Matt Khalil. We're glad he's gone. It's all good. But this is where we currently sit right now with cap space. We're currently $7 million under the cap, and that pretty much is going to rock to the rookies. There's still some things that can be done to create a little bit of space, but this is according to Over the Cap. This is where we are. I think we're probably going to be done unless something else happens. We could still make moves here. There's still some things that could be done. It's all good. We still could rock. But as it stands right now, we got $7 million under the cap, which is what it is. I think it's tied for the most in the NFC South anyway, so it's all good. It's all good, man. All right, moving on. And we're looking pretty solid for next year with the amount of people we have.
Go ahead. Does this count the Khalil cut?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, he got this dude Khalil's getting paid like $12 million this year to sit on his ass. Yeah, so he counts towards the roster this year. It does include it. It does include it.
Wow. I'm looking at these other years though. Like, it's funny how much cap room we'll have in 2022. I can come up with a long-term theory about that.
Well, 2021 is what's interesting because that's Cam's year.
Oh, that's his final.
That's
year
his
of the
that's
deal?
2021 is Cam's contract year. Yeah.
We'll probably extend him before then, though. We'll probably extend him before the contract year even starts.
We'll see.
I think if we're smart,
but we'll talk about that. But Dave, moving on, there's a couple guys still out there. That we could take a look at. I think we still need help. But before we do that, Dave, how would you grade the free agency period as totality? How would you grade it?
I mean, I'll give it a B. I mean, most of the signings I was fine with. There wasn't too many things that I questioned. I was happy they made the move to get rid of Matt Khalil. I was happy that we signed a center. Offensive lineman. I was happy we was able to get Darrell Williams back. And all the 1-year deals we did for like Parms. Well, not Parms, but for the edge rushers says a lot about what we're gonna do in the draft. It tells me a lot. Yeah,
I see a lot of B pluses, a lot of Bs. Me personally, I gave it a B minus just because we did not address the pass rush at all. It's severely neglected, and there's still time. There's still time.
But you know why?
I mean, but even I know we're gonna draft somebody, but even then, like I said,
somebody.
I said it once. I said it again. I said it 1,000 times. Rivera's gonna play his veterans, dog. So it don't matter who you draft. Obata, Cox, Addison, they're gonna be your guys, B.
Fam.
They're gonna be your guys. I'm telling you. All right. Week 1. I'll wait on it. On it, Dave.
That man's job's on the line.
Okay, if his job was on the line, I'm sure he would have went out and said, "Hey, let's go get somebody." But with the amount of money we have, I think that we did. I like that we addressed the offensive line because we never do it, and it was time to do it. There's only so much money you can play with, so they made a decision to address the offensive side of the trenches. And that's just it is what it is. I just hope the defense can step it up what we got. But I'm not happy about the defensive line at all. I am, as a Panthers fan, that we were used to having. It's been declining for a couple years now. So we got to figure it out.
So how do you feel? This is a question for you. How do you feel about Addison being the lead guy?
Hell, he was the lead guy last year. He was the lead guy last year. Yeah, Peppers was retired damn near. So I don't think Addison been the guy. Ever since they let go of CJ, he been the guy. They paid him to be the guy. And again, we'll talk about it in a second. But I think there's a couple things. Free agency is not over. Free agency is not over, so I got a couple guys that we could look at, and then may or may not happen, but hey, it is what it is. Zeke Ansah's still out there. I don't think there's any chance we get him. I'm just saying he's still out there. Okay, these are all I'm just pointing it out. You do what you may with the information. Okay, I'm just pointing it out that he's out there. Do I think he's gonna be a Panther? No chance. All right, I'm just pointing it out that he's available. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm doing here. That's all I'm doing. Okay, relax. Okay.
Wasn't he one I know, but I'm gonna ask this question anyway. Was he like one of the top free agent edge rushers in the market?
Yeah, he was, but he got injury issues, man.
Oh.
He got injury issues. Dude can't stay healthy.
He might do a prove-it deal.
He could, but that's why he's on this list. But I'm not. He could want his bag too. So it is. I mean, it is what it is. So I'm gonna keep rolling. Justin Houston, he's still out there. 30 years old, still within that youth kind of type movement, but veteran. Again, we don't really know what the hell we're doing. 3-4, 4-3 hybrid. That's why I'm putting different type of guys up here. And I think that's part of the problem too. I think Gettleman. I think Gettleman. I think Rivera's just like, yo, whoever falls to us in the draft, that's who we gonna base our scheme around pretty much. Like I feel like there's no direction there. But Justin Houston's out there, veteran dude. I'm just throwing it out there, man. I'm just putting it out here in the universe, and we'll see what happens. All right. Moving on, I put Eric Berry up here. He's visiting the Cowboys. Listen, the only reason I put Eric Berry up here is because if you get him at a very, 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 very team-friendly deal, it's a low risk, high reward potentially. We're not paying this man $5 million. I'm talking about super cheap. Of course, he's gonna want his bag, but if you lowball him, see what happens. That's all I'm saying. So just relax, okay? I'm not saying sign Eric Berry. So everybody relax. I'm just putting it out there. He's available, okay? Just putting it out there. Could be a low risk, high reward issue where you get him for cheap. That's all I'm saying. So relax. All right, moving on. Adrian Claiborne from the Patriots. This dude had a very good year with the Falcons a couple years ago. I think he had like 13-something sacks one year. He was double digit sacks. But he didn't do too well with the Patriots. Could use a resurgence back to the NFC South. He played for the Bucks and the Falcons. Could come back. Just putting it out there in the universe. These are the dudes that are still available. That's all I'm doing. I'm not saying we should sign any of these guys. I'm just putting it out there. Okay, so everybody relax. Okay. Trey Boston is not on any of these slides. Okay, I don't want Trey Boston back. We don't want to keep bringing back dudes. It's time to move on. I think Adrian Claiborne is like 29 or 30. He's like 30, I believe. All these guys fit within a solid age range, kind of fit within the youth movement. Nobody's super old on this list, okay? Pernell McPhee. He's another 29, 30-year-old guy with the Redskins. They're trash. You know how that is. Maybe change the scenery could do something for Pernell McPhee. He had a couple. I think he had a solid year when he's on. I think he was a rotational guy, so he didn't get a lot of snaps. But when he's on the field, he's a designated pass rusher. Okay, this guy can get to the quarterback. So this is a guy we could bring in. Just putting it out there in the universe. Somebody, you never know. All right. I don't know if you want. I might need to say this for another episode, Dave. The On the Prowl, the prospect visiting. I'm gonna save that for another episode.
Nah, if it's not gonna take that.
Nah, it might take some time. I'm gonna save that because I want to jump into this spreadsheet, Dave. I'm gonna jump into this spreadsheet, Dave, because we need to talk about this. All right, we need to talk about this. Okay, let me give me 1 second, peeps. All right, we need to talk about this, fam. Real talk, cause I don't think y'all realize y'all thinking it's all fun and games, okay? And it's not. It's ugly in these streets, in some of these positions, okay? Y'all remember the spreadsheet I created to track contract expiration dates, see who we have under contract, and when contracts are expiring. I advanced it until next year, okay? So now the 2020 contracts are red, okay? The 2020 contracts, these are folks that are going to be on their contract year next season, okay? These are people that are on their contract year this year, all right? So I think y'all need to understand, because I don't think y'all understand what the criticality of this situation is, because I think we in trouble in certain positions. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna sort by who's gonna be under contract next season, or who is coming up on a contract year next season. So you got a couple guys. All right, so this is a list of the free agents. It's not bad. I'm bringing this up before the draft so you can kind of see. This kind of dictates, because we're looking to the future, it kind of dictates where we go in the draft, okay? So I really like looking at this because it helps. As you can see, there's no really huge names, which is great. I mean, you got Bradbury's probably the biggest name on this list. I mean, you could go Addison, Daryl Williams. Other than that, there's really nobody I'm like begging to sign. Vernon Butler, he can walk. That's really
Taylor
it.
Hearn, man. We didn't even talk about
We didn't even
Taylor
talk about
this
Hearn.
nice weekend he had.
Man, Hearn, this dude, he can go. He need to get cut off the rip. Okay, that dude is trash. You can't be getting knocked out in these streets. TMZ, all on TMZ.
Son.
Yeah, you gotta relax, man.
Yeah, that was intense.
All right. Oh, go ahead, Dave.
No, I'm done.
Oh
That was
yeah,
intense.
it wasn't much to talk about, man. Dude got knocked out. But let's go by position, okay? And I know we've been talking about the defensive end position, Dave. I think this is really gonna scare some people. So I want y'all to be prepared, okay? I want y'all to be prepared for what I'm about to show y'all for defensive end. It is not pretty, and I'm very concerned about this, okay? I'm very concerned. All right, let's talk about this real quick. Let me just sort by defensive end to show y'all how much trouble we in. Look at this, Dave. No commitment. No long-term commitments here. So you talking about 3 dudes that we got on the contract, or 3 guys' contracts are expiring in 2020. And the only guy we have on the contract moving forward is Marquise Haynes, an unproven guy. Fifth round pick.
Mm-hmm.
This is it. This is all we got. This is all we got. It's not pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I was so adamant about us going out and get a veteran pass rusher. We need somebody else ASAP.
We're drafting 2.
Even if we draft 2, they're gonna be unproven. You don't know what we getting.
But we already got 2 unproven guys. 3. We got 3 in essence. Like 3 out of the 4 guys on this list are unproven. Like some have already played, but 3 out of the 4 on this list are unproven.
This
We're
ain't
gonna
good.
draft 2 more unproven guys whose contract doesn't expire in 2020.
This is sad, man. This is not
But I'm
good.
being like, and by the way, like we got to figure out what we're gonna do with Addison, whether or not we're gonna extend him.
That's what I'm saying, Dave. But Addison's getting up there. Addison's 31. He's getting up there. So this ain't. It's not looking pretty, man. So I do think we're gonna draft 2. I think, but see, this puts us in a position to reach. Okay, we're gonna have to reach for defensive end, and it is what it is. It's not good, man.
It's not a doubt. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, I know folks were drooling over all these other players that's been showing out at the combine, but the reality is this: unless you're looking at all these defensive drills, particularly on the edge side of the fence for these drills, that's where the focus needs to be.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's gonna be an edge rusher in the first round.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't envision a scenario. Well, I could probably envision one scenario where we don't go edge rusher in the first round. But
Listen, the problem is this, man. So you got some guys that got high upside. You got Sweat. Nick Bosa's gonna be gone. I think our options are gonna be limited to maybe, and I think Brian Burns might even be gone. So you're looking at Brian Burns, or I think Clelin Ferrell. Those are the 2 guys that you're looking at realistically. Unless something happens, someone could fall. Sweat has his little heart issue. They're saying not gonna be a big issue, but he could fall. Sweat has a little heart problem. It's minor, but I think Burns or Ferrell are the only 2 realistic options at 16. And I just don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm concerned.
Get ready, because we're taking the BPA of the edge rusher.
It's not
The
pretty.
BEA, as it was dubbed earlier today in the episode.
It's not pretty,
best
man.
edge available.
It's
Unless
not.
something crazy happens, like if Metcalf falls, or if
Even with Metcalf,
if Metcalf's at 16, you gotta take it.
Yeah, I would do Slim. I would do that. I would trade down and get a. I would do that. I would trade down and try to get a second tier guy and add another pick so we can get another defensive end. I would do that Because I think Polite is gonna fall to second. I would take a at this point. Polite looking attractive. I'm not. Hey, look. At this point, yes, I would take another defensive end. Polite looking good. At this point, you gotta look at everybody. You gotta look at everybody. But it's not pretty, man. I'm not happy. Like I'm not. It's so many scenarios that go through your head, man. It's not looking good. It's not looking good with the guys that'll be available. I'm not sold. I'm not sold on. Listen, I love Florida State and Brian Burns. I've seen the man disappear. He tested well, but I've seen him disappear, man. And Farrell, he looks good on tape, but it's just something about him, man. It's something about him that's making me shy away. But any other positions? Let's move on from defensive end. I'm on paper, well documented that I don't like what we're doing with the defensive end position. It's not pretty. But let's move on to some other things. Look at cornerback for a second. Even cornerback, Dave.
Notice the trend that you're doing, sir.
Defense. I feel you. Mm-hmm. I see where you're going. I see where you're going. We're definitely drafting the corner, people. Look at this. Bradbury's going to be out of here. We're definitely drafting the corner, for sure. No doubt. Drafting the corner. None of these dudes, Doss, unproven, Cockrell, I don't know what we do with him. Hopefully he comes back, and I don't know about him. Seymour, all these dudes is just short-term commitment dudes, man. No long-term commitment anywhere. So we definitely need to draft the cornerback for sure. Okay? Drafting the cornerback. All right? Let's see defensive tackle, Dave.
The trend continues.
No, I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked at. So defensive tackle, we're only person. We're pretty solid there. We got Poe 2021. We got Short 2022. Butler can go. I'm okay with DT. I think we draft one there too, though. Got to add to the rotation.
Gotta get Butler out of here, man.
Yeah, Butler's gonna be out of here. At least we don't have to use up a 50 option on anybody. I think he can go unless he turns around and has some amazing year, which is all possible. Could be possible. But Dave, let's look at this offensive line real quick. I'm gonna put up all the offensive linemen real quick. Look at Taylor Hearn sitting there. On 2020. Yeah, it's crazy. So I think we're solid here. I mean, we got. Let me get Khalil out of here. I forgot to cut him.
Yeah, 2022. Yeah, he out the paint. He got to go.
Get Khalil out of here. My bad.
Get off the spreadsheet.
Yeah. He definitely got to get him out of here, man.
It's an easy delete, man.
For sure. Yeah, I had to get him. I got him out of here. That's my bad.
Boom.
I think we're solid here, though. I mean, you got your center locked up. You got your right guard locked up. We still got am I missing? Oh no. So we got Moten 2021. Larson. We're solid here. We're solid. We're solid in the offensive line. I think we use some guard depth. Another tackle would be nice. But solid. Solid.
They can get another undrafted free agent once to get, and then they can probably get rid of Taylor Hearn since he decided to get his behind whooped on the internet.
On the internet, live
on stage.
Look at this, Dave.
LA peoples.
Look at this, Dave. McCaffrey. That's it.
You forgot about Hood. It's
Hood and McCaffrey. That's all we got.
That's it. Now, I mean, that would be the position if we draft somebody. It would probably be there.
Newhouse is.
Or we might just wait it out.
Newhouse is not in the contract.
Up at the end.
Newhouse was on a 1-year deal when we got him. He's not with us. Let's see. Yeah, we definitely got to draft a running back or pick one up in undrafted free agency, which is all the possibility. Wide receiver, Dave. I think we're okay there. Get Torrey Smith out of here. You can get Mose Frazier out of here. Got Curtis Samuel coming up and Wright coming up. I'm okay with receivers. I'm good with receivers. You can get Torrey out of here though. Let's see. Oh, I did want to look at the safeties. Safeties were solid. Golden, Eric Reed. You got Parmesan. He's back there, 2020. Seriously, can get out of here. That's some cap savings we could have got. We could have got back. And you got Colin Jones, the special teams ace. Yeah,
safety.
Yeah, you gotta be positioned somewhere, bro. You gotta have a position.
Veteran safety.
Yeah, that's pretty much it though. I mean, I really wanted y'all to marinate on that on this though. Just marinate on this for a second. This is our pass rush, man. Just marinate on it for a second, man. It makes me sad. Makes me really
because
sad.
Normally that would be the one dependable thing we have.
Usually it's the one dependable thing we have.
Pass rush, man.
But it ain't it.
Historically.
It ain't it this time, man. It ain't it.
Look, man, Rivera might be showing out, man. Rivera might be coaching them up.
We'll see.
Could be coaching them up.
We will see, Dave. We will see. Only time will tell.
I'm telling you,
I'm still bringing in the veteran.
We're drafting two.
Oh, we're drafting two for sure. No doubt. No doubt. We're reaching for the first one.
You can question whether or not they plan on trying to sign a defensive end, and maybe they haven't been able to get one yet.
I haven't seen any
but even if they do, even if they sign one of those guys you posted up on in the slideshow, we still got to draft at least one edge, at least one, and it's got to be early.
For sure, I agree.
So it's not, I said even, Larry. I said it's even. I don't think we're gonna get any of those guys. Maybe somebody near the end of that list, but I don't see it. I don't think Austin's coming here. I don't think Justin Houston's coming here. But we're definitely going to be going edge early and often. I think it'll probably be the first 2 rounds, maybe 2 out of 3. We got to get it early and often because the fall off goes fast with the edge rushers.
It does. The fall off is huge.
We got to get them early.
If they draft a tackle in the first, I won't be mad. If it's Dillard, I wouldn't be mad. I would not be mad at all if it was Dillard, to be honest with you. So I'm not mad at the first round tackle. Even with the way it sits, I wouldn't be mad. Because I think all is really low. It doesn't matter who you draft, our pass rush is going to be trash. I really do. I really think it's going to take time. Our pass rush is going to be trash next year. That's just my opinion. But yeah, just marinate on that for a second, man. Just look at that.
Just thought you look at linebacker, man.
Oh, linebacker? You want to look at linebacker?
Yeah, look at linebacker, man.
My bad.
Hit all these other defensive positions.
Looking good, man. We loaded up on line. Last year's draft was really good. I think it's critical. It's critical the way things are right now with the way we don't have much cap, which is okay. The not having cap space is not a problem, okay? There's not a problem when you can draft well. When you can draft well, the lack of cap space doesn't really hit you that hard. So when you can draft well and put the young guys on the field early, let them get out there and see what you got, it's okay not having cap. No cap. And that's no cap. All right? It's okay not to have cap. But it's imperative to draft well and play the players you draft. You have to look. I think last year's draft was great. Like, I think it's underrated. We're not talking enough about how good last year's draft was. I think Hurney's not getting enough credit with last year's draft. I mean, you got guys that are gonna be really good. I mean, you're gonna be talking about this class or last year's class for a while. I mean, DJ Moore, Ian Thomas, Dante Jackson, like those 3 alone. Only time will tell. Still some time for those guys to develop and get much better. But right now, I'm very impressed. So very impressed with this draft.
For you.
Go ahead, Dave.
And maybe I'm going too deep in it. Look at these 5 linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
We know Luke's starting. We know Shaq's starting. Who's going to be the other one?
Carter. I think Carter is. Yeah. Jermaine Carter is, for sure.
Okay.
I'm no question about that.
Okay.
Yep, no question. But and also
They
I think
decided
it, I
not to
think
re-sign
I think
Shaq.
it depends on scheme too. I think you probably won't see that third linebacker out there as much, depending on how they roll with the scheme. It's too many unknowns for us to be like we don't know what
Wait a
it's a
second,
hybrid
man.
scheme.
If we're doing 3-4, that means we need 4 of them out there.
No, well, you got outside line. That's edge rush. That's different. So then for edge rusher, you got to combine it, right? So you looking at guys like Marquise Haynes coming off as an outside linebacker off the edge, because that's what he did in college. So I think FA could do it too. I think FA could come off the edge. I don't know about Cox, but FA and Marquise can come off the edge in a 3-4. But that's it.
My point I'm making is, don't be stunned if we draft a linebacker, man.
No, I'm not. I won't be, because we still got that with Shaq.
I'm just letting the viewership know too. Like I know everybody was hyping about all the offensive talent that we saw, during the combine and all the other events. But let me tell you something. Right now, we have 9 players here, right? There's 9 players. Whether we go 3-4 or 4-3, 7. Well, we didn't put the tackles in, but 7 of those players got to start. There's only 3 defensive tackles, so 7 out of those 12 players right now at this stand has to start.
Yeah, I put in a defensive tackle there.
Yeah, so we only got 3 on the roster right now.
You're gonna be looking at, and this is all just, it's until we know what's going on, it's tough. It's gonna be tough. You got Poe. If we run a 4-3, I'm really scared. Like, I almost hope we do run a 3-4, because if we run a 4-3, it's not pretty. If we run a 4-3, you talking about Poe and Short. Then you talking about Addison, and you talking about probably Obata, Haynes maybe.
No, it's gonna.
And then you talking.
It's gonna be your first round pick. It's going to be.
It won't be. Not week 1. It won't be. Not week 1. It won't be. And then you talking about Luke in the middle, and you talking about Shaq, and then you talking about Jermaine Carter as our starting front 7. Oh man, come on, man. Kill me now, man. Come on, man. That's trash.
All right, so I'm looking. This is why my point is that we're going to go super defense heavy, because we got to figure out our identity. Like, you're talking what the lineup looks like in a 4-3. In a 3-4, this actually might not look half bad.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. If we roll out a 4-3, a 3-4, excuse me, then it looks better, because then you can roll out. You can put Poe in the middle. You put Short as a 5 tech on the outside defensive end, and then you can probably put Butler or maybe Brian Cox on the other defensive end spot, and then you put in Obata or Addison or Haynes on the outside linebackers, and you put Shaq and Jermaine Carter Shaq and Luke in the middle. It could work, but it looks better. But then Ron is saying that we're not abandoning the 4-3.
Okay, that might be coach speak, bro.
It might be, but that's what I'm saying. It's all speculation, because we don't know what we're doing. We don't know what defense is rolling out.
Just remember that. What did the Steelers play?
I don't know.
I think they played a 3-4.
I think they play a 3-4 too. I think.
Yeah,
don't quote me on that though.
No, they play a 3-4. And the owner came from the Steelers run.
Yeah.
So he might be trying to go to a 3-4. The draft's going to decide that, and which is why I don't think we're going to really draft too much offensive players.
Yeah,
I'll be stunned.
I agree, Marcus, and I agree with Slim J. I believe it's all lipstick on a pig or shifting chairs on a Titanic. I agree. We're just the inevitable is our defense is going to be trash next year, and the sad part is we're probably going to have a solid back end. We're probably going to have a good secondary. They're going to get exposed so bad because our front 4 or front front 7 are not going to be that great. So you can't put half of it out there and be like, oh, look at our bomb secondary, but our front, we can't get no pass rush.
Yeah, somebody mentioned Kyle Love. Kyle Love ain't signed, and there's talks that he might be going somewhere else.
I don't know, man. I ain't got the answer, Sway. So
I'm just saying, you look at this and look at the fact we have 12 players. 7 out of these 12 has to start, depending on how we do on the draft, right? According to your assumption, because Rivera's not going to play his guys early, his rookies early. So 7 out of these 12 guys have to play, and 5 out of these 12 guys won't have a contract at the end of the season.
Noli keeps saying he don't understand what we don't get about hybrid. I don't think it matters. Is what we're trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say anyway. It doesn't matter if you put a hybrid 3-4 or a hybrid 4-3. I don't think we're going to be good either way. Like, either way, I don't think it's going to be good. It's just not. What we have right now, and it's, to me, it's going to be a wait and see. Even if we draft a Farrell, or we draft, the only Sweat is probably the only guy that's going to get me excited. If we can somehow get Sweat, I think Burns might get me a little bit more excited about running or just excited about the defense in general. But if we get Farrell, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just like, all right, he's solid, but I don't think he's game changer. That front four was so dominant. Like, it's hard to like see who was like really the man in that zone. Because they were all so good. It's like,
all good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a little nervous about taking one of them away from it because they were that good as a collective. You know what I'm saying? I did like Farrell's tape. I do like his tape, but then he test average. Like, and then he's got a toe injury now. Like, I'm just I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm just nervous. But that's all I got, man. That's all I got, Dave. You got anything else? It's a good episode, man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun. Khalil's out of there, man. What more do you want? And I can't believe you wanted to do an emergency episode for that.
I did. My plan was to do an emergency episode for the Khalil cut. I text Dave. Dave was like, nah, he ain't worth it. So I was like, all right, let's just wait till Monday. I was like,
he
cool.
ain't worth it, man.
It's cool
I'm not
cool
giving
with
that
me.
guy
I ain't
20
tripping.
minutes of my time by himself.
That's true. That's a good point.
He ain't. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not doing it. No. Nah. It's gonna suck though if he ends up retiring. I'm serious. No. I'm not gonna give him something that should have already happened.
Yeah, it should have happened. But that's all I got, man. That's all I got. Shout out to chatcats. This was a fun episode, man. And I intended on going over the On the Prowl. We've been watching and looking at some pro days, and I meant to go over some guys, but we just ran out of time. I have to go over that next week. That's all I got, peeps. Dave, anything else?
Nah, I'm good, man.
All right. And we is about to be out of this mug.
Thank you for listening to the Panther Nation podcast hosted by Rashad and David. Please subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and our YouTube channel at Panther Nation Podcast. You can also like our Facebook page at Panther Nation Podcast. While you're at it, follow us on Twitter at Panther Nation PC. And always remember, keep pounding.
Peace out. It's fun.
See you guys.